Three the Hard Way is back again. We have been on a hiatus for a few weeks. Let me see what I got here. It says we're having trouble streaming on Facebook. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it up on my phone. So there we go. If you can't see it on Facebook, I might be having some trouble with my Wi-Fi. I'm not sure, but I got it. But it is what it is, man. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Kron? Brother, Free the Hard Way been on a hiatus, but it's because of me, because I've been on a hiatus, man. Your boy been taking care of things. Been taking care of a lot of things. And if anybody want to call into the show, 832-243-4428. 832-243-4428. But that's when the lines open. As of right now, the lines are not open. I will give you the cue when the lines are open. Other than then, don't be bothering me. I'm tired of y'all bothering me while I'm trying to do the show. But hey, man, we got a lot of things to talk about. And y'all hear the music in the background. I don't care what Facebook and everybody says about the music. The music is the music. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. And if they want to find me, find me. Because see, I'm back, baby. I'm back. Three the Hard Way is back. The Enforcer is here. Chris, we don't, as of right now, we don't even care if Chris show up. Me and the Enforcer will hold it down. What's up, Tony? What's up, Mel? What's up, Cedric? Hey, man, my YouTube says we are doing very good right now. What's up, Matthew? So that's a plus. But hey, man. But guys out there, if you're watching on Facebook, you should be getting the whole broadcast. But if you're not, if you're watching over my phone, because I have my phone going at the same time, you can go over to Stevie Ray TV on YouTube. Stevie Ray TV on YouTube, and you can see the whole show. Okay? So we'll go from there. But hey, man, let's bring in one of my main men. The Enforcer is in the house, brother. What's going on?
What's going on, Unc?
Hey, brother, I'm just trying to make it, man. Just trying to make it, brother.
I see. As I always. Great to wake up.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I've been on a hiatus for a little while, man. I just was letting everybody know. Oh, Stevie Ray ain't going no. I might be taking I got a few things going on, brother. I just got a few things going on. I can't talk about all of it right now, but eventually I'm going to be talking about it. And, Sherry Sampson, we need a strong black man like you to take care of me and my son. Really? Okay.
All right now.
Okay. I appreciate that. Okay. If you think I'm a strong black man. Yeah, I'm a pretty strong black guy. What do you think about that, Enforcer? I think I'm a pretty strong guy.
Pretty strong black brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. But getting ready to go to WrestleCon this weekend, man. You're going to be there, bro.
Yes, sir. So
in Jersey this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, what is that? The 1st of August, we'll be doing a WrestleCon in New Jersey. Any of you guys listening to this, come out there and holler at your boy, man, and let's get a picture or something like that. What do you think about that, Enforcer?
That's my hometown, and I already paid tickets. I was like, all right, we're gonna be home. Might as well enjoy myself. And I look at who's gonna be there. And I see, oh yeah.
Well, I got a few things coming up. As you well know, I got a few things coming up. And so I've been taking bookings, okay? I've been taking bookings for different shows, and different people been contacting me because I've gotten the word out that Stevie Ray got some things going. So I gotta get my face back out there, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I saw that you was in Texas, of course, but for
right.
All In, I was like,
right.
So like I said, I'm so excited, bro, because I told you when we first talked to you, I supposed to have met you 25 years ago, but you know, it's meant to be. I'm so happy. Can't wait to see you. Me, my wife, and my son gonna be there. So
great.
Can't wait.
Hey, man, it's gonna be a good time, man, and I always love going up to that part of the country, New York, New Jersey area and stuff like that, man, because I got friends up that way. So it's good. It's going to give me a chance to kill two birds with one stone and then meet people like yourself, you know. And, hey, man, I'm coming in. I'm actually coming in on Thursday.
Okay.
I'm actually coming in on Thursday afternoon. I'm coming in on Thursday afternoon, but I'll be working on Friday. But I'll be there Thursday.
Yeah. I'm gonna be there for Friday because I got to work Saturday. So
okay. Well, I'm not working. I'm only working on Friday. I'm not working Saturday. Okay. But I'm coming into town on Thursday afternoon.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Are you?
Who that? Kenneth Wade. Me and Kano got the new me. What's up, Kenny? Kano, tell Kano I need to holler at him about something, man. I've been meaning to get with him, Kenny. Or tell him to drop me a DM or something like that, and I'm gonna tell him what I got going on. I might have told him about this a few years ago, but I wasn't too sure back then. But if you holler at him, tell him old Ray Dog looking for him, man. I'm gonna holler at him.
Hey,
but yeah, man. But hey, man, it's been a lot of things going on, man. Last week, on the Black and White podcast, man, we talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about Malcolm Jamal Warner. We talked about Ozzy Osbourne. We talked about Hulk Hogan. And it was a very good show because we really went across the whole barrier with so many different things and so many tragical things happening all at the same time. So we tried to get them all in. And that was one reason. Well, that had nothing to do with us doing the show last week, but I had to do something this week because I seen Chris at the Starcast. What was he doing? Frankly, I don't know. Harassing people all over the fucking place, man. You know, well, I had to come settle him down. You know what I'm saying? The God decorum. I had to come and really put, you know, enlighten him on a certain decorum on how to treat people. You see what I'm saying, Enforcer?
He was feeling like a big star. They knew.
That's what he said.
They knew who he was. So
everybody knew who he was. You thought he was a wrestler. You thought he was one of the wrestlers. The way he was running around there.
He's in the wrestling business now. He's
man. You should have seen him. I was like, wait a minute. That ain't him. He was on the stairs, man. You know, shaking hands, and you know, high fiving. You did.
He said you scared him. You was right behind him.
Yeah, because he was the last person. He was the last person he thought he was going to see that day. You know, that put him in check. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, he has arrived. He has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Mr. Dilworth has arrived, and there he is. What is up, Chris? What is up? He's making his rounds around the country, y'all. I'm surprised he got time for us today. But go ahead, Chris.
Okay.
I'm not shutting up. I'm telling the truth.
No, the fuck you not. Because number one, just tell everybody the timeline, right? So I ran into one of as a matter of fact, one of your TikTok followers, I guess. I don't know if for the very first time, whatever it is. The dude had tattoos, whatever, and he do like a podcast with his daughter or whatever. It's highly entertaining. I seen him on a podcast with you, and he actually did I think he did a video with you. He was like, "Hey, this is a cameo." That's what he did. He did a cameo with you, and I'm like, "Oh wow, they did a podcast together." No. So I ran into him, but I didn't know that you were in the back of me. So I'm sitting up here, he's like, Stevie Ray's right behind you. I'm like, no, the fuck he's not. So then Then he does that dumbass face look, you know, the one that intimidated me like, you know, six years ago. So I'm sitting up there, I'm like, no, motherfucker, you ain't intimidating me this time. Nah. So I'm like, we're staring at each other for like good 5 seconds. He's like, what's up, my nigga? How you doing? I'm like, I thought I forgot. He stays in Houston, so I'm like,
yeah.
I was not expecting Stevie at all. Yeah,
I was coming up. But my boy CT Fletcher, he was under the weather. So his partner called me and asked me, "Hey man, we doing some interviews and stuff. Can you help me out?" Because they're doing some stuff with AEW. That's why I had the credentials on. And I was like, well, I'm going to be there anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I was coming down to talk with some of the people at AEW about some things I was telling you guys about. But so I was already going to be there, but not in that capacity. So since that's my boy, CT, my boy, I said, yeah, man. And not only that, it gave me a chance to help them out with some interviews that they probably wouldn't have been able to get. You know what I'm saying? So, because so many of the guys are friends of mine, you know, the legends that was there. So we was able to do that, man. Got some good footage and stuff like that. And then, boy, if I had a knew you was going to be there, man, I wish you had told me, man.
I told you that. Oh,
you did?
You know, me. Okay, so you don't really talk like that, and that's my fault. And I'm sorry about that, I should have told you I was in Dallas. I was going to Dallas, but I could have swore I put that on my social media that I was going to Dallas. But I had a damn good time in Dallas. It was
good.
That was fun. And
I was just about to ask you. Did you have a good time?
I did. I had a lot of fun.
Well, let me ask you this: since we on the Starcast and AEW, what was the name of the show again?
All In.
All In. I only caught the last 2 matches because I had another appointment. I had to get home because I had another appointment that Sunday morning. So that's why I didn't stay. I had to leave and go back to Houston. Okay. But I got home and I caught the last 2 matches. I thought the show was over with. I just happened to put my TV on and Kenny Omega was walking out. I'm like, I looked at my watch and I'm like, the show's still going on? So I didn't know. And then I thought that was the main event because I know they had 3 main events. And I know one of them was a girls' match. So I'm like, okay, I caught the last match. And then I'm like, wait a minute. This is not the last match. It's another match after this. Now, let me ask you this. Did you stay for the whole show?
I did.
Brother, how did you weather a 6-hour show, man? Please tell me that.
I'm a wrestling fan.
I got you.
Listen, I love wrestling. You know this about me. I mean, I don't give a damn if it's 6 hours, 8 hours. If I'm watching something that's entertainment to me, I'm watching from beginning to end. So we were literally there from 12 to 8 o'clock Central Time. We were there for a good 8 hours. And I had a fucking ball. Yes, I did.
Well, this is what I heard. And did you watch the show, Enforcer?
Yes.
This is what I heard from everybody the next day. Different people, you know, my social media friends and stuff like that. I didn't hear not one bad word about the show. How y'all feel about that?
It was. I'm gonna let Enforcer because he was sitting from the couch and I was sitting from the my seat in Dallas. So I'm
yeah.
As much as disrespectful that is, but it's true. But
he might have been watching from his garage.
But it's a different feel. It's a different feel from.
Yeah, that's most definitely. Most definitely.
There, it's like okay, I'm going to enjoy it because of my.
Hey, Queen, what's up?
At home, man, it's almost the same thing. It was so good. Like me and Chris talked about this on the podcast. We said this is today's generation, the young generation of wrestling fans. This is their WrestleMania 17.
Right.
Nothing bad, all good from bell to bell, from 0 hour to the main event. you can't beat that. Especially having what 30 to 40,000 people there.
Was it that many?
About 30. About almost 30,000.
Because I know they were playing in the baseball stadium, right?
Yeah, they were.
Right.
They were Global Life Stadium.
Right.
So you 6 hours in a baseball stadium. Baseball ain't that long.
No, a doubleheader ain't that long.
No, sir. So
No, a doubleheader ain't even that long. That's why they do doubleheaders. You know.
It was a good show.
But hey, the two matches that I saw, man, I thoroughly enjoyed them, brother. I'm sitting on the couch, and the Kenny Omega match, and then that match, that main event, bro, I got to give it up, bro. I got to give it up, man. That was a hell of a match. Great. I mean, the two matches, and I'm like, damn, I wonder how the other part was. Then I called one of my partners. He told me, great, watch the whole thing. And the next day I started getting bombarded. And I was like, man, I'm going to have to go back and watch it, man. But I can't watch the whole thing, though. I'm kind of like on fast forward through certain matches, you know what I'm saying? But, man, that's good, man. That's good for them. And to be honest, I will let you guys know right now on 3 the Hard Way. I got an announcement. That you guys might be involved in.
Oh, shit.
Well, at least you enforce. I'm still thinking about Chris.
Okay, that's fine. I'm always going to be the incriminated black man anyway, you know, maybe because
I don't care. I don't care if you was from Jupiter.
Yes, you do. You love it. I don't give a damn.
I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with you being no black man. Just a man that I have to think about when I'm doing business. I got to think about it before I bring you in.
Because people can't handle my mouth. That's a personal problem. Maybe they should
see what I'm saying. See what I'm saying?
What?
You know what? You know what he sound like?
Sound like what?
You know what he sound like?
Sound like what?
What?
When homeboy and them be doing them relationship shows with them women.
Bust my balloon. That's how you feel.
That's what he sound like.
I'll be one of those motherfuckers.
I ain't talking no.
You're ugly as hell too. Yeah.
I ain't talking no bust the balloon or whatever that is.
Oh,
that was a good show until we got a hold of it.
I mean, you ain't lying about the.
That was a good show. Now I'm looking at the spin-offs, some of the cast-off shows, and I'm like, oh man, that was a nice show until now everybody doing one, and I'm like, oh man,
black people gotta put their little twang on it, you know what I'm saying? So,
oh, you already know. But anyway, man, on a serious note, I am in talks. I am in communications with AEW. That's why I was in town.
Get the fuck out of here. What
That's why I was in town.
What are you saying?
Talk to us.
Wait. What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that I am in talks with AEW.
But what that got to do with us?
You'll find out.
Oh, you know what? You can't keep a brother in suspense. Come on,
you know, yeah. I'm just letting you know.
Listen,
you'll find out.
You can't do this, bro. Like you can't just say, "Hey, I'm in talk with AEW."
That's all I'm at liberty to say right now. That's all I'm at liberty to say.
Leave us on the edge of our seats and stuff, bro.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh,
no.
Okay.
This is the deal, brother. I'm doing business. Now, I will talk to you guys in confidence, but I want to let all the fans and stuff like that know out there at this time right now, I am in talks with AEW.
Yes.
Okay.
We have a soundboard here. So.
Now, you think I'm not, even though I got family in Dallas, I was in town to do some business.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I said that, Chris? I was going to be there anyway.
Yeah, I remember.
But I just killed two birds with one stone because my boy needed help.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I would have had time to chop it up with you, but we had to go back and try to get some other guys upstairs. That's why I had to go upstairs when I saw you.
No,
but other than that, what's up, Neil? Other than that, that's all I'm at liberty to say right now. I will know more by the weekend.
Oh, okay. All right.
I will know more.
Okay.
And this is the thing, like Matthew just said, AEW needs Stevie Ray's expert tutelage. Matthew, I already know, but I appreciate it, brother. That's what I'm working on, Matthew. Matthew know me. See, Matthew know me better than y'all.
But it's crazy. It's crazy that some of the stuff you said on the podcast about, you know, the culture and he needs someone to be writing. We had Alice Kane last night, and he said pretty much word for word what you've been talking about. So there is wrestlers that feel the same way you do about culture, having the right people bring our culture in the wrestling business. I wanted to bring that up when you were talking, like,
of course.
So,
well, you know, things are moving. Things are moving at a rapid rate. You know what I'm saying? And everything is changing so fast. And I can see by looking at that All In, they're getting better.
yes.
They are getting
They
better.
are.
Step by step, inch by inch. I actually think they're starting to figure it out.
Yes.
Little by little.
I agree with that.
And brother, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I can see it.
Me too.
And they're starting to know what their fans like.
I seen it back in
They're starting to realize.
2019. I seen it back in 2019 when I've seen their first pay-per-view Double or Nothing. I said, there's something about this company that is special. I can't put my finger on it, but 6 years later, I'm still a fan. Went to my very first All In. Man, that's an experience I will never forget.
Neil said, I can show up and announce your interest. I'm not going to be introing on anything. Only thing I got to say is this, Neil. My boy Neil Pruitt, ladies and gentlemen, used to be the voice when you hear that NWO. You guys remember that? That was Neil. That was Neil. Yeah, that was Neil behind all that. A lot of production stuff on WCW. That was Neil. He was behind all of that stuff. Good friend of mine. But I can say this to you, Neil. Don't let me in.
No, let his black ass in.
No, don't open the door, Neil.
Respectfully,
because it's gonna be on like a steaming pot of neck bone. That's all I got to say about
it. Hey, Steve Ray's on his center shit right now. Let him in.
That's all I got to say.
Just be like Bray Wyatt. Just let him in.
Let him in.
You know,
just let him
Fan Sport got you, man. Fan Sport just said All In was a great show. I'm glad everybody liked it, man. Because
I mean, it's you know it's good when some of the naysayers that publicly known as the naysayers can't help but to say it was good.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
and that's why it's very important to have alternatives. Like if
that's
like
a great
WWE,
point. Also, that's a great point.
WWE, you can move on to something else. You know what I'm saying?
That is so true. Matter of fact, it makes you appreciate them more by having an alternative.
Exactly.
Because I like to eat oranges on some days, and I like to eat apples on the other. They're both fruit, and they're both good for you.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So if I just ate apples all day, how boring would that get? Not because I don't like them, because I gotta eat them every day. So it don't make me appreciate. It make me appreciate them more when I can eat something else, if that makes sense. And I look at professional wrestling, AEW and WWE the same way. Some people like to wear a suit. Some people like to wear a t-shirt and sweatpants.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it's still clothing.
But I do got a question for you because FanSport did bring up a very interesting comment. How would it feel to go back to TNT and TBS? You know,
to
that
me,
is your home. Yeah,
to me, that ain't my home.
Well, you was on it.
I'm just saying, that ain't my home. I ain't trying to go home no how. I'm trying to do something else. And when you hear about it, you're gonna see what's up. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm comfortable anywhere, bro. I'm comfortable anywhere. And you got to realize, man, old Ray Dog had already thought out the whole thing. There's always a method to the madness. I just can't tell you what it is. Because put it like this: I don't try to do nothing for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's always an alternative motive.
I always believe that ninjas move in silence. That's how they get the work done.
That's right. It's just like this. I was explaining this to a friend of mine one day, and I'll bring it up to you guys. Mm-hmm. I was looking at a debate on television with Stephen A. Smith and his clickbait ass, okay? When he was talking about, people were afraid of Michael Jordan. Guys were afraid because he's a sniper, and blah, blah, blah. But put it like this. An assassin gets paid to do what? Take people out, right or wrong?
Right. Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, whether you're a sniper like Lee Harvey Oswald, allegedly, shooting from a building and taking your man out, or you're a guy that can slip something in your drink, and when you go to sleep, you never wake up. At the end of the day, dead is dead, and the job is done. Right or wrong?
I agree.
So you might not be afraid of me, but I still killed you. You might have thought I was your friend, Chris.
Yeah, I thought you was.
But at the end of the day, I got paid to take you out, and I didn't even use a gun.
Yep. So when I go to the afterlife, I'm gonna go and get your black ass too.
What I'm saying is, I'm making a point by what Stephen A. was saying. You ain't scaring nobody because, see, a killer it's more than one way to kill. The thing is, my point is this: get the job done. That's all. So whether you're a sniper like Michael Jordan, or whether you are all-around basketball player like LeBron James, at the end of the day, dead is dead. One may sound more this, that, and the other, but at the end of the day, I get paid to kill. And don't nobody tell me how to kill. Just kill. So that's another Stevie Ray proverb for today. That's all. Just telling you how to look at certain things. It ain't no one way to look at anything. It's more than one way to look at everything. So don't get caught up in what somebody's telling you. Then your mind does not think for itself. Try to get out of the American educational system that teaches you what to think, and come into my world, and I will teach you how to think. It's a big difference. But anyway, let's get to, the elephant in the room, man. For the last week or so, I've had to answer a zillion Hulk Hogan questions because people know radio stations calling me, podcasts, just people in general, so on and so forth, man. Even a television station here in town. But you know what, man? I did one of the radio stations because it's a friend of mine who's a big wrestling fan who actually helped me in my radio business. I did one for him because he's a friend of mine. Everybody else, I'm like, don't call me when you need some clickbait. That ain't me. I ain't never been that kind of person, and I never will be that kind of person. So I saved everything that I had to say about Hulk Hogan for my Black and White podcast that I do with Vince Russo. And I'm doing the rest of it for you two guys, okay? Because you guys are wrestling guys, and I appreciate you guys' opinion and things of that nature. Other than that, you're not going to hear me just spouting bullshit for the hell of it. A lot of people don't know, and I'll say it on this show. I don't need, like I just got through saying, I don't need the whole world to tell me how to think, especially when it comes to racism. I've talked about racism on this show many times. I've talked about racism on other shows many times. Matter of fact, I even brought it up on Michael's T.C. Fletcher's show last week, when it's conducive for me to talk about. Because if you go through the American educational system, whether you're black or whether you're white, if you're white and you graduated after 12 years of school and you don't have a systematic racist way of looking at things, you are an anomaly. That's been proven by scholars. Okay, people like Dr. Jane Elliott, people like Tim Weiss. Look those names up. Look those names up. See who they are. See what they teach. And if we, as African Americans, after 12 years of education, don't feel like that we are beneath a dominant race, we are an anomaly, because the system is set up that way. That is why I got into it with my daughter's teachers when she was in elementary school. And I had to tell that whole school, you guys got a curriculum to teach. And I understand that. But when my daughter comes home, her real education starts. It starts with me. It starts with me. And that's what a lot of things people don't get nowadays. They're getting the same bullshit passed down from generation to generation. And the reason I'm bringing all of this up is because of the level of vitriol I've seen on social media and on television about Hulk Hogan. But let me ask the people out there that's listening something. My stream just went down. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it back up for the people that were watching. Okay. Let me ask the people this. People heard what Hulk Hogan said when he was talking about his daughter when she was dating a black guy, this, that, and the other. It was what it was. A lot of people don't know this. Hogan and I hadn't seen each other for a few years until 2019 when we saw each other at the Hall. And first time I'm bringing this up, guys, because I got you guys on the show and we're talking about this. I don't talk about a lot of my personal stuff, as you guys well know. But every now and then I will. At the 2019 Hall of Fame speech, I told Hogan, I seen Hogan, I said, hey, bro, can I talk to you? You know, Hogan actually thought that I was about to push on him about the allegations. He thought I was pissed off about it because I was looking kind of stern, you know what I'm saying? No smile and stuff like that. So I guess he thought I was been there, and he started explaining. I'm like, hey, well, hold on. Ain't even like that. I was just letting him know I got him. I'm giving him his just due in my Hall of Fame speech, and he didn't know that. Because what a lot of people don't know is back in 1994, when Hogan first came in. Was it 94 or 95 when Hogan came in? I think it was late 94. 94. When he first came in. I think it was 94.
Yeah.
Now at that time, Ric Flair was the booker. When we first got there in 93, Ole Anderson was the booker. Thanks, Matthew. So I don't know what happened with that, but when we first got there, Ole Anderson and Dusty Rhodes were the bookers. Then all of a sudden, Ric Flair had the book. So I don't know what happened internally, but I know Ole had heat after that. Dusty, I don't know, but they got relegated to, helpers, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So when Hogan came in, I was telling somebody this story, man. This is the first time I had ever told it. I was on Mike's podcast. CT Fletcher, actually, on his podcast. And wait a minute, man. Hold on a second here. Oh, maybe he didn't get it. But anyway, now we knew, me and my brother was like, okay, we'll be in 93. Now we all of damn near 94. We're not going to go anywhere here. We already knew. So a lot of people don't know this. Me and my brother was just trying to get as much airtime as we could because we just knew, because of the good old boy mindset here. And everybody knows what I mean about that. Because of the good old boy mind. It's a good old boy mindset in wrestling, period, but a little bit more blatant in other areas. So let's get that straight. But, you know, wrestling is just a microcosm of everything that we see in life in the United States of America. See, I'm not dumb enough to not know that. I know I'm not special, but I do want an opportunity. Big difference. So then my brother was like, okay, we're going to try. Every time we get on TV, we're going to show out. Every time. And I don't care if we're putting somebody over or whatever, because we want to be seen. And we know maybe we go to Japan, maybe we go to Germany, because we went over to Germany for a couple of bookers over there, and they really loved us. And we had been to Japan, and the people always gave us, we always, had good respect over there. So it is what it is. You can only take so much of this kind of stuff when you see everything around you. Not saying that we're special or nothing like that. Just want an opportunity. But be that as it may, that's what we were trying to do. Then all of a sudden, one day we're filming down in Disney. Y'all remember when we just do that Power Hour stuff and all that stuff? Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
We was film all that stuff down in Disney for 3 months. 3 months worth of stuff. And we would go down there once every 90 days. So anyway, that's when Hogan came in. Now we had heard rumors about Hogan coming in, but we didn't even know if they were true or not. They kind of kayfabed the boys. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a true story. They kind of kayfabed us. So all of a sudden, one day, we get to the building because we had to be there early in the morning. We had to be there like 8 o'clock in the morning because we start filming at 10 o'clock in the morning, all the way to 6, 7, 8 o'clock that afternoon. So anyway, all of a sudden, we walk in the big building that we're in, and the guys that were the agents and stuff like that, like Greg Gagne, Mike Graham, who else was it? Bill Dundee, different guys like that were agents. All of a sudden, man, they got their best attire on, very astute and stuff. And we were like, wow, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of like on their toes. Okay. But we found out that Hogan's going to be in the building today. And we was like, oh, okay, Hogan's coming in. Okay. I can't remember how we found out, but we found out that day Hogan's coming in. So now we understood why everybody was on their best behavior. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's kind of like in school when the principal is going to visit your class.
Right.
And the teacher makes sure all the kids on their best behavior. Remember those days? So anyway, all of a sudden, certain people wasn't around anymore. They had disappeared. That was the last day I saw them. Certain people. Then all of a sudden, in the what we dressed at, well, all the boys, the grunts, rather, what we dressed at, we look up and Ric Flair is in the room with us. The grunts. Wait a minute. I'm like saying to myself, well, the boys were, wait a minute, he got his own office out there with his name on the door. What happened to that? We're like, hey, what's going on around here? So, come to find out, Hogan was here. Now Hogan's calling the shot, and certain people who had certain positions, they don't have those positions no more, bro. And certain people who he didn't want around, they not gonna be around no more, bro. So me and my brother kind of like, okay, we just in the midst of everything that's going on. Got nothing to do with us because, you know, we ain't getting nothing right. We're not really in the position we want to be anyway, but we're working and we're getting paid. Not very much, but we're getting paid. We're doing what we want to do. You got to love this shit to do this shit. That's the part people don't understand. If you don't love fucking pro wrestling, you'll never go nowhere in it. And I'm talking about the good and the bad. But be it as it may, all of a sudden, about I don't know, maybe a month or so after that, we get pulled in the office. So, you know, you guys need to go over to the North Tower. They want to talk to you. North Tower. Okay, we go up there. Thinking maybe they're getting ready to let us go. You know what I'm saying? So we go to North Tower. They pull us in the office and they go, "Hey, you guys are going to get a push." And my brother like, "What?" "Yeah, we're going to give you guys a push now. You guys are in now." And we like, "Oh, is this how it works? We're still green to this business in this way." I'm like, "Okay, I thought just give you a push. I didn't know you had to bring you in to talk to you about it, this, that, and the other." So we're like, "Okay, cool." And then I can't remember who it was, pulled us to the side because we knew different people in the office that worked in the office. I can't remember who it was. They pulled us aside and said, "Hulk Hogan spoke up for you guys." And we were like, "Word?" Said, "Yeah, Hulk Hogan spoke up for you guys." And we were like, "Wow, why would he?" Okay, what's up there? So we saw Hulk, I don't know, maybe a week or so after that at the building in one of the walkways. And we said, "Hulk, can we talk to you?" And he was like, "Yeah, guys, what's up?" Because we had never talked to him before on a one-to-one basis, kind of like hi and bye type stuff, you know. And we put him to the side, said, "Can we talk to you?" And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "Brother, we heard that you put a word in for us." And he was like, "Yeah, I did." He was like, "Look, man, one of my jobs when I came in was they asked me, could I evaluate all the talent here? And I've been watching you guys on television for the last year. So when I got here, the first thing I said was, why aren't you guys giving these guys a push? They're the best tag team you got." So he said, I wanted to know why. I don't know what they told him. He never got into that. And he just said, "You guys are exciting, man. You guys are the future. You're what professional wrestling needs, man. And I just see that in you." So it wasn't like nothing special, but hey, I just seen talent and I think they should be pushing it. So we said, cool. We said, thank you, man. So for everybody out there, when it comes to racism, a racist, you know what he would have said? Fuck them N-words. In the wrestling business. That's what he would have said. The people like the Terry Taylors of the world. That's what they would have said. Because that's what all the boys down at the wrestling school said about him when he was in the deposition about racism. Saying the N-word is one thing. Implementing dominion over somebody and control is another. Go look it up in the fucking Wagner. That's what I say to everybody out there. Implementing racism and saying the N-word, of which here in Houston, of where I live, I see Pakistanis calling themselves the N-word. I see Indian kids calling themselves the N-word. I see Asian kids calling themselves the N-word. Now, I'm not condoning that. But what I am is, don't throw something around when somebody use it in the wrong way or the right way. It ain't no right way, far as I'm concerned. The word should be abolished from the fucking Wagner. But that's just me. But when a person displays racism, it's one thing. Saying the N-word is totally different, because I can't measure a man's heart through a word, but I can measure his heart through what he does for others. Now, that's just my story. Now, every conversation that me and Hulk Hogan has ever had, do you know we've only talked about wrestling one time, and all the conversations I had with Hogan, I ain't never talked to him about wrestling. You know what we was always talking about when we got a chance to talk?
Family.
Hot rods and motorcycles.
Close.
Hot rods and motorcycles. That's it. We couldn't wait to see each other to talk about cars and motorcycles. and just laugh and talk because it's getting away from what we do. It's hard to find somebody in the business that has the same interest and hobbies that you have. You see what I'm saying? Not drugs, not women, not what happened on this show, not who stabbed you in the back over here and all this other bullshit that go on in the wrestling business. Hot rods and motorcycles. So that's why when the things happened with Hogan, I didn't look at it like a lot of other people did. Now, you guys on the show right now, Enforcer and Timeless. Enforcer and Timeless.
Yes, sir.
You heard Teddy Long tell a story about Ric Flair. Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah.
Did you remember that story?
Yeah.
Okay. Where he said this man implemented basic, blatant racism to him several times. Let me ask you guys something. Why didn't the media pick up on that?
I can't even answer that.
I think it was because.
So why don't I hear people calling him a racist and to be stricken from everything, canceled? Why?
You talking about Ric Flair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about the cancel part, but there are people talking about Ric Flair too.
Really? What people? Okay, let me put it in this aspect. Teddy Long used to work for WWE, right?
Yeah.
Ric Flair done worked for the biggest organizations and been a top guy for years. That's not a story to anybody. You see the difference? But Hogan, because he was on something, you know what I'm saying, saying a word on, you know, did he even know he was getting taped? And like I say, I'm not agreeing with anything. People got a right to feel the way they do. But what I'm saying is, I don't think a man's legacy should be destroyed. I think he did more good than bad. If I did 80% good and 15% bad and 5% whatever, one should outweigh the other. That's all I'm saying. This business that has been good to me was because of him, not because what he did for me and my brother by helping us prosper, by being in position to bring wrestling up from a subculture to pop culture.
Yeah.
And that we all have eaten off of and enjoyed. So I can't expel that. Jesus wouldn't, so I wouldn't. But of all the different wrestlers, let me ask you two guys this again. Of all the different professional wrestlers you've seen go on shoot interviews and say demonic things about Hulk Hogan, how many of them was black?
I don't know, really.
I'll tell you, 0. Everybody that you heard saying bad things about Hulk Hogan are white. Because when you're in a certain position, they're coming after you in this business. That's the part of the business you guys don't understand. No disrespect, but you got to be in it to see it. Okay, you remember Jesse Ventura told the story about, and Jesse is my boy, and I'm not talking about him in a bad way. I'm just bringing this up. Remember Jesse told a story about trying to start a union. Remember that?
Yep.
Well, let me ask you guys this. If you was in Hulk Hogan's position, because you start out in this business as a grunt, and back in them days, they try to kill your ass before they let you in. Because back in those days, talking about the late 70s, Hulk Hogan was a grunt. They tried to beat the dog shit out of you because they want to see if you want to make it in this business. It ain't like it is now. You got to earn it. And then when you get in it, you climb the ladder and get to the pinnacle of this business. And now you become the guy. That's how it used to be in this business where everything, you're pulling the wagon. You're the horse that pulls the wagon. Now, let me ask you guys this, because everybody back then had a wrestling state of mind. How many people go through all of that, make it to the top of the top, And now I'm going to have the wherewithal to think about a union for somebody. Ask me what professional wrestler that gets to the pinnacle of the pinnacle. Now, all of a sudden, I'm going to turn into Benjamin Franklin. Who?
You're talking about back in the day? Nobody. That's how it was.
That's my point. So what I'm saying is, don't blame him for a wrestling state of mind that anybody would have did. It ain't a Hulk Hogan thing. It's a professional wrestling thing. But when you hear it from the outside looking in, you can easily go, oh, yeah, he could have did that and helped all the boys out. It ain't like that now. It ain't like that even now. Even though it's more pop culture now, even now. You think The Rock don't sacrifice what I do for these jabronis in the dressing room? I'm getting paid $1 million every 6 months, and I'm going to go sacrifice that? This is America, bro. In America, you go out to get what you get. Fuck everybody else. That's just the way it is. I'm not Mother Teresa. That still don't mean I can't do some good for whatever, but it ain't like that ain't the business, and that's not the business state of mind. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying today, to try to enlighten people on this whole just spitting on the man's grave, man. Come on, bro. I don't agree with nothing that he said. And as a matter of fact, I told him that. I told him that at the Hall of Fame. I don't agree with that, bro. But, bro, you was good to me. I judge a man by his actions, not his words. It's a big difference. But anyway, I get you guys comments and everybody else that was out there commenting. I'm sorry I didn't have time to say anything about it because I'm making a point. But go ahead, guys.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. Because I've been talking about this for the past 3 days. And if you know my stance on it, out of respect for Steve,
I know your stance on it. That's why I'm giving you an edification right now.
That's cool. I already knew coming on this podcast that you were going to tell us your stance, on the wrestling aspect. You're right. We can't talk about that shit. And I already get that. But there's only so far I'm going to go in this conversation. That's why I'm going to respectfully bow out of this conversation. Because I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. Because, number one, there's the wrestling part, and then it's the other part. And we'll go on for hours with this conversation. And I
really and truly, I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Nothing I said had nothing to do with wrestling other than what happened when I was talking about our careers. Everything that I was talking about, hold on a second. Everything I was talking about was human collective nature, nothing else. Human.
I get it.
It wasn't. That was not a wrestling analogy because wrestling has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Nothing.
I get it. I'm saying your experience with Hulk Hogan.
No, my experience with many people. Hulk was just one example. I didn't have white guys that I know. White guys that I know.
Hogan, correct?
Huh?
The conversation was about Hogan, correct?
Yeah, but I was putting that in a literal term.
Right. But the thing is, you want us.
I don't want you to do nothing.
Okay, that's fine.
I want you to understand. It's a big difference. I didn't ask you to do anything. I want you to understand when it comes to certain things, we as African Americans like to pick and choose. That's why I gave you the Ric Flair analogy, of which you could say nothing of it. So if anybody should be getting demagogued, unless you're calling Teddy Long a liar, it should be Ric Flair.
We should keep the same energy for all of these racist motherfuckers. Not just I don't pick and choose. I don't, and to be really honest with you, I don't like neither one of the motherfuckers anyway. So I'd rather just, if you don't want my opinion, don't ask. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is you're basing, and not just you, a lot of people out there are basing, like I said, I'm a professional wrestler. I know the man personally.
Correct.
Tony Atlas knows the man personally. Junkyard Dolls knows the man. The list goes on and on. How many of us have you ever heard say one bad thing about Hulk Hogan? Even now,
the body count is 0. Okay, cool. But at the same time,
now
I can't ignore what this man said when he was living.
I didn't ask you to.
I'm not one of the ones that have my pom-poms and dancing on his grave. My whole thing is I can't respect the man that sat up here and was spewing all of this bullshit and talking about, oh, he was saved. Okay. So was the devil. The devil played.
Yeah, so was Terry Taylor.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, Terry Taylor said the same thing.
I swear.
It's just one of these conversations. Listen, you know what, Stevie, between me and you and everybody else, when I heard about Hulk Hogan's death on Thursday,
mm-hmm.
Do you want to know what my reaction was?
What's that?
Okay. Can't tell you like that. You know, I don't think I was able to process it. I still can't. Because it was kind of shocking because it was just like, oh, wow.
Nobody condones racist rhetoric. Nobody condones that. What I'm trying to let people know, and if you look at the comments, you'll see exactly, not the comments, but the comments on my phone, you see exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I can't condemn a man, especially at his death, because I'm gonna tell you something about me, and I admit this in front of everybody. If you put a fucking microphone in my house over the years, when somebody white has pissed me off, you wouldn't like me very much. You wouldn't like me very much. And I will speak up on that because I'm fucking upset. And believe me, bro, when I'm upset, I don't give two shits about nothing and nobody. But if you had a microphone in my house, you would be out. I can't believe Stevie said that. So that's why I can look at things in a different way. I ain't perfect.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I know I'm not. But I know deep down in my heart, I'm saying what I said. I ain't speaking for him, but I'm saying what I said out of anger.
Mm-hmm.
I said what I said out of anger. Like if some teacher did something, my daughter had a problem with a teacher in school when she was in high school. You don't want to hear what I said. Mm-hmm. You don't want to hear. Because you would say, man, that ain't the Stevie Ray I know. And at that time, it wasn't. Mm-hmm. But in the same time, that's in me. And it came out at the most inopportune time. But I can look at it and go, oh, man, I shouldn't have. Oh, golly, what was I doing, man? What would I say?
Right.
Let me apologize. And that's what I did. I went back to the school and I apologized to the man. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I apologize. Huh?
Totally understand. No one's perfect. But there should be some type of accountability. And that is lacking. You gotta really feel me on this. Like the accountability is literally non-existent. And that is where my anger come into play with people.
Okay.
If you hold yourself accountable, instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to use my stature and just be trash and no one is like correcting you on this.
Wait a minute. Give me an example. I don't know exactly what you're talking about right now.
So, I don't know, because I've been hearing this on social media awfully a lot. They said that, Hogan is saved and all this other BS. Everybody can go around and pretend that they are Christian. Okay, or whatever religious background you have, that has nothing to do with me.
Okay,
hold on. Let me finish. So,
no, I wouldn't. I was agreeing with you.
Okay, so it's just, I'm like, okay, you do what you do. You're a Christian, cool. That's fine. Act accordingly. That's all I ask. Act accordingly.
Well, frankly. Go ahead.
So now you're on camera talking about, yeah, I'm a racist and all this other BS, and I'm like, bro, you really don't have to tell nobody that. If you're a racist, keep that shit off camera. You gotta understand, you are a celebrity. You're a well-known, loved celebrity. So when you're saying that you're a racist toward us, how the fuck am I supposed to feel? like you said that I'm not in. I can't feel the way I'm supposed to feel when a white man that's the godfather of professional wrestling sit up here and say I don't like you because of the color of your skin. I'm not supposed to feel some type of way.
Well, actually, that wasn't on camera. That's what I just got through chronicling. He was being taped. He was being taped and didn't know he was being taped. But be that as it may, I still know where you're coming from on that. And you got a right to feel the way you want to.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you know, I'm still man to man. I'm going to be bigger than, I'm not going to hate nobody for saying something that everybody says. Why? It ain't one white person that I know one time or another that ain't never said something bad about black people in that aspect. That I know. That I know for a fact. Well, like I said, the only thing you can do is show attrition and apologize. That's all you can do.
The motherfucker didn't even do that.
Yes, he did. He did that on a special on television. He did. Yeah, he did that on a special on television. You didn't see it?
He apologized because he got caught. He really apologized because, yeah, it really does.
Well, first of all, he didn't know he was getting taped. That's first and foremost. Secondly, you can only apologize whether you accept the apology or not. That's two different things. That's two totally different things. Why this and why that? And like I said, implementing racism is one thing, but I don't see nobody getting bitchy over that when it comes to black people. Why is that?
You want to know
the motherfuckers that hold dominion over you and the motherfuckers that control you and fuck with your life and your welfare, you don't say nothing. Not you personally, but we as African Americans.
And that, you know what, bro? That is the problem. It starts with us.
You know,
at the end of the day, it starts with us. If we don't hold our own community accountable, how in the hell do you expect things to get fixed like this?
Well, the thing is, like I said, I just got through chronicling how this goes all the way back to the American educational system.
I totally agree.
This goes all the way back to that. And I'm not going to look at somebody that's a professional wrestler. Like I say, I'm a little bit more indulged in these things than you are. You guys are, rather. You guys are, rather. And most people out there that's listening also. I'm a little bit more indulged in it than you guys are. Because I know my history. So that's why I look at things the way I do. So I know deep down, you know, I'm not going to make him special. Not in my life. He ain't special. And just because he was a big time professional wrestler, I still look at him as just a man. Just a man. Because a person with his kind of power, his kind of leverage, and his kind of domain in the professional wrestling business, every African American in this business ain't never said nothing bad about it. That's how you tell. That is the social makeup of a man. But like I told the story about Teddy Long talking about Ric Flair and how he was treated. And nobody gave a fuck about that. That's showing you I'm a racist because I'm saying it right in your face to you. Not on a tape, straight in your face and accusing you of something and telling you I'm going to get you fired. Nobody cared. That is what they call blatant racism. Racism, go look the term up. It's about what something can do to you and control you, not a word. But I'm not saying the word is not bad, but we can't pick and choose. Like Tony Atlas telling a story about Dick Murdoch and them taking them to the Ku Klux Klan rally thing. See, they thought that was funny. But see, in my world, I wouldn't have never went in the first place because, see, I don't hang out with other people like that.
Right.
That ain't me. So you're not been, and if you knew me, you wouldn't even try to take me because somebody got to go. I'm from South Texas, not Virginia. Somebody would have to go if you but I would blame myself for even hanging with y'all in the first fucking place. Because I don't do that. I like hanging with my own kind. Nothing against nobody else, but I'm talking about the wrestling business. You ain't finna take me nowhere. So I blame that on Tony Atlas for being so trusting. Take me to take me to my side of town.
He's very trusting when it comes to sucking toes.
Well, hey, everybody got their likes and dislikes. But at the end of the day, I ain't going nowhere with you, buddy, because long as I've been in the wrestling business, I like to walk my own path. I don't need you to carve out one for me, and then you tell me to walk it that way. So, you know what I'm saying? Then you look at me as your pet. I ain't never going to be your cat or your fucking dog. Never. I'm just a man, and I just want respect. That's the difference. Nothing against Tony or nothing like that. But hey, like I said, I was raised different. He's raised in Virginia. I was raised in Texas. And it just don't work like that. Not down here. But hey, man, Enforcer, let me get your 2 cents.
I said this. I'll say it again. I'm conflicted. You know, like I guess like I'm truly in the middle of this, but I'm conflicted because I told Chris this. He's the reason why I was watching wrestling.
Right.
You know, he's the first actual superstar in my lifetime of the wrestling business, which changed it to make it wrestling problem. You can make a living off this. You know what I mean? So
hey, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. I couldn't see him, but we got a special guest that's been out there for a minute. But I couldn't see him. He was hidden from me. But let's bring him on. Enforcer, we're still gonna get you 2 cents. But let's bring him on because I don't know how long he been out there. I don't know how long he chimed in. Mr. Steve Ray, do you think having your brother by your side help your overall experience in wrestling business as far as confidence and security within yourself? Yeah, I do.
Sonny.
It's Sonny Ono. Sonny, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know you. I was just telling the boys maybe he hadn't checked in. I'm sorry, I couldn't see you.
You know what I think?
I give up. What do you think?
You're a racist. I'm sitting here, make me wait in line.
You ain't Sonny wait, bro.
That's crazy.
I didn't see him. Remember I told you I said, let me check on something, but I can't see him. I was talking about Sonny.
Hey.
But he was below you, Chris, and I couldn't see him.
Stevie Ray, you know when I come on, you have to look down. You know that. We've been friends for fucking 30 years. You know you can look straight behind me. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Tokyo Heat himself is here. I didn't know he was in the green room. And, I'm sorry, Sonny. I give you my highest form of apologies, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Wait till we go to Japan together.
Huh?
Wait till when we go to Japan together when you get when I get you them girls.
Hey.
Sonny Ono. Enforcer.
Yes, sir.
You never been on the 3 Hardware show with Chris and Enforcer.
No, I know
this is Chris. This is Chris. That's Enforcer. And we were just talking about a few things as it pertains to AEW. Then we went to Hulk Hogan. And if you wanna say something about either one of them, man, feel free.
Well, I have nothing. Hulk was always good to me. Matter of fact, how I became Jimmy Hart told me this. How I became an on-camera manager. Because you remember, I was working in office as a consultant with New Japan, and I facilitate bringing a Japanese wrestler over. And once New Japan wanted the Great Muta and Jushin Thunder Liger of the world come over, and of course, Liger was the first match on the Nitro when Nitro started at the Mall of America, and they realized they were on a boat. And Clearwater was Hulk, Jimmy Hart, Eric Bischoff. Okay, we're gonna, we have all this hour to fill. New TV Nitro. We're gonna. Eric wanted to do things different. They didn't want to compete head to head with WWE, bigger than life character wrestlers.
Right.
Well, and Jimmy's the one who convinced Eric. Everybody knows I know Eric for 45 years.
Right.
But he said, hey, why don't you have Sonny be the mouthpiece?
Okay.
They're the one, Hulk's the one who
Right.
I played a part. So I owe Hulk and Jimmy. Jimmy told me the story.
Right.
I owe those guys. And just like you said, I heard you earlier, we're talking about back in Disney.
Yeah.
Hulk said,
well, I met you at.
Yeah. Well, Hulk says, hey, these guys are good. They're going to be the future of this company. You guys of Harlem Heat. And that's all it takes. When you got someone like Hulk Hogan who turn WCW on his head and be able to compete with Juggernaut of WWE or WWF at the time. When a man with that kind of clout would say, hey, give these guys a chance, or give this little Japanese guy a chance to come up,
right,
he goes long ways.
Yeah.
I have nothing but respect for Hulk. Like you were talking about, him using certain slang, describing certain
slang.
Well, whatever, I
don't know. I want you to explain yourself.
You don't even use the word. You said N-word. You mean Nigerian? I don't know.
Oh, not Nigerian. I thought it was
that slang. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
But
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about some slang.
But I would tell you. I
don't know what Japanese slang is.
What, Negro? Black Bomber?
Wow.
That's pretty brutal, right?
Wow.
Let's bring two American guys and let's call them, what we can call it. Black Bomber.
Do y'all know this story?
No.
Y'all know the story? When me and my brother first went to Japan back in 92, right?
91, 92.
Yeah, 92. Now, let me show you this, Chris.
He has it right there.
Yeah. Yeah, because I like to show you how racist Japanese people are. I like to show you. I can't find it right now. I can't find it right now.
No,
I didn't know how racist Japanese people were until I went to Korea.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and Sonny on the front line. He tried to act like it out, but no, he on the front line. The Koreans told me, man. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, no different in English that they were better than all the white folks.
Oh, so that makes it right in your mind.
Japanese. Now think about it. Japanese follow England as a model. They were a little bitty island, big navy, went out and conquered all over the world.
Yeah, try to take over the whole South Pacific.
Japanese cannot come up with the original ideas to save their damn life.
Damn.
Think about really.
I don't know, man. If you go to Japan,
Japanese came up with besides raw fish.
Mount Fuji.
Come on now, there's a mountain everywhere.
Anyway, guys.
You know what? Remember
Chris.
Let me see. They have 4 wheels. They make an automobile, Ford.
Yeah, but if they get their hands on it, it's going to another level.
I think we can make it better.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man,
radio. Japanese came up with that, but you guys came up with the radio. You guys came up with the television. We just made it cheaper and better.
Yeah, that's true. just like the Mitsubishi.
That's right. We couldn't make it.
Hey guys, me and my brother go to Japan back in 1992. Okay, for Kendo Nagasaki, the Black Ninja. I don't know if y'all remember him. Black Ninja, really cool guy. Well, cooler than Sonny. I met a lot of Japanese guys, and for some reason they all were cooler than Sonny. But anyway, Kendo sent us, me and my brother, to Japan, right? Guess what they call my brother? The Black Bombers.
The Black Bombers?
The Black Bombers, okay? Now, years later, I'm telling Sonny this story, right? I'm telling son this story, how they treated us. They wouldn't let us.
Such words, Nubian, whatever it was.
We've talked about this on our show many times.
Yes.
Good, but anyway, I say, Sonny, they tell us, why you call us the Black Bombers? They say, well, because me and my brother's name was the Ebony Experience at that time. Well, they say it's no word like ebony in the Japanese language.
The Ebony
right?
Experience is wild.
Not
so we come back. I say, Sonny, they call me and my brother the Black Bombers. No. I asked him. I said, hey man, how do you say ebony in Japanese? And then he says some word in Japanese, and I'm like, all these years they lied to us and said it was no word called ebony, so they said Black Bombers. It is no word called experience either. That's what the Japanese guys did to us, man, and promoted. Yeah. And I still got the flyer. Enforcer. I still got it. How many years is that? 33?
Yeah, 33 years ago.
Yeah. 33 years. I still got the picture and everything. Because I want to see how they did me. That was the first time.
Stevie Ray is banned in Japan for eating more pancake than you're supposed to at Japanese breakfast.
Then they stopped. Then they wouldn't let us eat pancakes. They stopped us.
Pancakes did you eat?
Wait. Why did you get banned for eating Aunt your mama?
No, their pancakes is nothing like Aunt your mama.
Tiny little thing.
Nothing. Their pancakes about this big.
That's not a pancake. That's a golf ball.
The manager came out and told Stevie, no more pancake.
He didn't tell me. He told the guy that was hooking us up. He comes out screaming at the dude, man. And we're like, hey, what's going on? Then the guy comes back and I cannot give you one pancakes. What?
You can have all
man, I'm starving over here in the first place. And I can't even get a pancake or two. Oh, man, get me out of here. Get me out this country.
You can have all the salad you want.
Oh, yeah, they give you salad for breakfast.
Salad for breakfast.
Salad for breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was exchanging the salad for a couple of pancakes.
And they said no more.
And the manager comes over there and tells the dude can't do it no more. Thanks, Sonny.
Hey, I had nothing to do with it.
I would have never did that. We would have never did that to you at a soul food restaurant. Never did that.
You know they have a soul food restaurant in Japan, right?
What?
You know they have those chain of soul food restaurant in Japan.
They didn't have them when I was there.
Oh, they were there. They were called Sambo's.
I remember.
Remember those signs they would have?
Yep. Yo, wow.
You know, it's so. If you would have went there, if I would have told you guys, even today, they have these signs. It's absolutely.
Wait a minute, man. We gotta wrap the show up because Chris got to do another podcast, right, Chris?
Okay.
Yeah, about 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay, he still got a couple of minutes, but we still got to wrap up in about 10, 15 minutes. So let's go. Give me your. Go ahead, Sonny.
We got to take these guys to Japan. So Stevie Ray, you need to go back anyway to go tackle that Godzilla Hotel.
Hey man, after how I was treated, I don't know if I want to go back. I want to go back to Korea.
Which one is better?
Korea
or Japan?
You want to work with them Asians? All right.
Yeah.
The Koreans, Chris.
Wait a minute.
The Korea.
Hey, wasn't Korea a colony of ours for a while?
I think you invaded it.
I think they were our colonies for a while.
Yeah, just like damn near all of China until they kick you out.
So was Manchuria. Well, we got kicked out because you all got involved.
So you don't even despair. You don't even care.
We were doing just fine conquering all Asia.
You see what I'm talking about, guys? He don't even care. He don't even care.
This man, wow, bro.
Man, they don't care, man. I'm telling you.
We were doing just fine conquering all the Asia. We like England. The Americans said, "Hey, you can't have our oil anymore to conquer these countries."
See, I'm telling you, bro. See what I got to deal with, man, on Tokyo Heat. This is what I have to deal with, bro.
Man. I'm
telling
you. Stevie Ray gives me a heat because Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor on Sunday. Hey,
yeah,
you might have
can't even go to church. Chris can't even go to church without Japanese coming in here tearing something up.
Listen, it might have been Sunday for you, but he was already Monday in Japan.
Man, wow.
Just because you guys are 12 hours behind, don't play much.
Man, I can't even worship without you flying over and dropping a bomb.
Well, you were the black bomber. What do you want?
We're going right back to the story.
Right.
This is what I got to deal with, y'all.
Hey, Sonny, you gonna be in Jersey this Friday?
Yeah, I'll be there. You gonna be there?
Yes.
All right. Oh, look, look at what I got, brother.
What's that?
Limited edition Great Muta action figure from Target.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
Well,
You're not gonna try to sell that, are you?
I got about 50 of them.
Oh, they had that many?
No, my daughter works for Target.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about
Muta gonna sign one?
What's that?
Is Muta not gonna be there, is he?
Yeah, Muta's there.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm there also.
That's how I found
You there? Are you there Saturday?
I'm there Friday.
Yeah, see, we're coming in Friday, but we're only signing on Saturday.
What time you coming in? I get with you Friday when I finish. I finish at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we get in about probably, the airport's right across the street.
Yeah, I know.
Are you flying out Friday or?
No, I'm flying out Thursday afternoon because I want to hook up with Teddy and Avi. I'm gonna hook up with Avi Thursday night.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hook up with Teddy Friday night.
All right. Well, I'll see you at the bar. That's the first thing I'll go.
What makes you think I'm going to the bar with you guys?
I'm not meeting you in the bathroom.
Yeah, trying to stick your feet up underneath the stall. Give me the Iggy.
What are y'all doing?
We're not in Minneapolis airport. We were the one in Senator got busted.
Yeah.
Minneapolis airport.
No.
Playing footsie with the guy in the next stall.
What?
I didn't know there was some kind of code you have.
Yeah, that's the gimmick.
Oh my God!
You got to give him the footsie. You got to give him the footsie under the stall.
This younger brother you have here don't know all the history of all that stuff.
I think I really want to know.
He not never heard.
No.
What's up? What's up, real cool?
Oh my God!
Hey man, I'm sorry, guys. I tried to get a statement from Sonny. He wasn't willing to give anything because Hogan is his boy, which I understand. He's my boy too.
He was nice to me. I mean,
No, dog. I understand.
Remember, he wanted to do an angle with Ernest.
Yeah, he wanted to do an angle with, and what I was saying, I'm quite sure you was listening. Especially when it comes to people I know. When it comes to people I know, I'm always going to have a greater infinity for them than people I don't know. But what I'm trying to do over the years, because I know so many people and have met so many people, to try to curtail my mind not to be so judgmental about what somebody says, as opposed to how somebody carries themselves and do. You see what I'm saying? In the wrestling business, that's my career. And if people like Terry Taylor, who's a known fucking racist, who's on paper, that all the black wrestlers talked about him, all of them.
Yes.
And he ain't never been in power to do nothing. Nothing. Zero. But yet every fucking body that's black call him a racist. But the guy that's in power to fuck with your money, to fuck with your career, to go out of his way to take dominion and power over you, ain't nobody got nothing bad to say about it. Not the Japanese guys. And I ain't talking about just Sonny. I would have understood if he had did something with Sonny, but I'm talking about all the Japanese wrestlers.
What?
If it had been Sonny, everybody would have understood. But
Well, I talked to Muta right after when the news came out the Hulk passed away. First thing, it was like 2 a.m. He contacted me and asked me if it was true, and I said yes. And he owes a lot. Muta owes to Hogan.
I know.
I was just watching Muta and Hogan in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
A
know,
lot of his success here had a lot to do with Hogan.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, you know, in this business, it's about who you get the rub off of.
That's the part people don't understand. Now I'm gonna tell you who did a zillion. And like I said, I ain't trying to change nobody's mind on stuff. I just want people to be able to look at things and not be so ferocious within their minds because there's a bigger picture. To me, it's always a bigger picture. How many main events did Kamala have with this guy? Yeah. James Harris, who's a friend of mine. James Harris.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, the promoters are fucking with his money. That's racism. How the black guy working in the main event, but he don't get the same money as the white guy? How is that? Kamala was one of the biggest stars in this business as a heel. And the promoters wasn't paying him as much as they was paying some of the other guys. But the guys like Hogan and all these other guys spoke up on him. Pay him right, man. That ain't right, man. Pay him right. Because see, a real racist, like the guys that we know, I'm not going to call no names other than Terry Taylor, but he ain't never been in no power to do shit. He's just a grunt. They did stuff like that on purpose.
Oh, without a doubt.
They did stuff like that on purpose just because they could. That kind of racism is unforgivable because you fucking with my life and my welfare and my children and my family.
Yeah.
I can't excuse that. Where I come from, I got to take care of that, man. And I'm telling you, what would be in my mind, we can't even talk about. We can't even talk about it. Because you tried to hurt me, man. And back in those days, they would try to hurt the guys in the ring. Also, just on GP, because there's one of you in the dressing room and 30 of us. But see, the guy that doesn't go with that and goes against what he's been taught because he went through the American educational system and tell the other guys, man, don't fucking do that. That shit ain't cool. Don't do that, bro. That's not cool. And it's a billion stories about that, but I'm not going to recite them on the line. Maestro, what's up, brother? I got to get the Maestro back on the show too. But hey, man, anybody want to close up with something?
Nope. No, just be decent human beings. Like, just show some accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's not perfect. I totally understand. But once again, people want to, like, protect your legacy at all costs. That's all I gotta say.
You know, legacy is one thing. Being a human being is another. We all got fucking problems. People keep bringing up. I was looking at Malcolm Jamal Warner the other day. He died in a swimming accident in Costa Rica. They bring Bomani Jones on CNN to talk about that. And guess what the announcer said? The announcer didn't bring up the man's family, didn't bring up the man, the people that love him and who's grieving for him, this, that, and the other. He went straight for, how he felt about Bill Cosby.
So disrespectful. So disrespectful.
Disrespectful. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? And that's why I brought the thing up about Ric Flair. That wasn't worth enough clickbait because nobody of prominence said it. So nobody cares. Prominent. Somebody of presence, that kind of prominency says that and brings it to the light. That's where we fell short. That's where we fall short as human beings. Because what do? Jump right on the fucking bandwagon and go right with it. Now, Rick is a friend of mine. Rick is a very good friend of mine. I just saw him this past weekend. I mean, not this past weekend, but the weekend before that. Did an interview with him, the whole thing. Got nothing against him. But at the end of the day, even when you are carrying yourself like that, you don't even realize what people are really looking up to you. Then once he becomes a certain age, you got little black kids that are now rappers doing a video with you. Now, how would those rappers feel if somebody told them that story what Teddy Long told?
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I talk about when I'm talking about picking and choosing.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong is wrong. And nobody ever, I ain't never heard him say, I'm sorry. I ain't never heard him say, I will show any kind of contrition. I ain't never seen him like, I'm going to take accountability for what I treated this man back in the fucking day. I ain't never heard of it. And me and Teddy tight. We talk all the time. But I just want to put that out there. Who is that? Great show. Thanks and take care, Stevie. Megatron and Forster Sonny. Fan Sport. What's up, Fan Sport? Appreciate that, brother. We just try to bring you real, man, because no show is as real as this show. If you take Sonny Ono out of the equation, brother, woo, what would we have? Woo, woo, what would we have?
3.
The man is an imperialist. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. The man is an imperialist.
Just when you're dissing me like that, you took everything's made in Japan out of your house. You won't be even talking on the microphone.
No. I got something in my house that was made in Japan. I do.
Oh, most of the stuff you got.
And that sucker broke down on me in 1 year.
Because you didn't buy the insurance that I provided for you.
So in essence, you knew it was going to break down.
These are yours.
He said
you knew it.
Get the insurance that I provided.
I had to call an Indian. I had to call an Indian man to fix it.
Well, of course, they were educated by us. You know that, right?
Well, that is Central Asia.
Why do they call Indian people Asian?
Because they are. Asia, Asia goes all the way from the Orient, where you are, all the way through Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India.
American Indian looks more like Asian than people from India.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know, man.
The people from India,
they're Asian. What they used to call Eurasia. You should know this, man. Haven't you colonized enough places?
No, you guys didn't let me go that far.
Yeah, that's right. They stopped you before you got fucking happy.
That's right.
They stopped you.
English already was taking care of that stuff.
Yeah, that's right. And you was right behind them.
Yeah, English already had the Indians.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. See what I'm talking about, guys? You see what I got to deal with, man?
It's terrible.
This is what I got to deal with on a daily basis.
I see why y'all friends.
This is.
MacArthur came over and stuck his big cousin.
This been going on for 30 years, guys. Same thing.
Oh, Lord.
If everything went right, you all be speaking Japanese right now.
I don't know, man. Maybe half the country. Yeah, you're probably right.
That's right.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. The East Coast might be speaking German, though.
Yeah, that's true. We would have divided up right by the Mississippi River.
Yeah, I think the East Coast would have been
German, without a doubt.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Y'all would have split up.
We wouldn't have given Italian anything.
Huh?
We wouldn't have given Italian anything. They didn't participate very well.
But they did attack Ethiopia.
Yeah, who cares? Well, you can have Ethiopia. Did you know most beautiful women in the world are from Ethiopia? Did you know that?
I heard something about that. But not in my world.
Whole bunch of Ethiopian up in Minneapolis, though.
Not in my world.
He said Indianapolis is wild work.
Look, you want me to tell you a true story about Indianapolis before we go off the air?
Go for it.
Don't tell that story.
In the early 90s, no, I'm not gonna tell that. I'm just gonna I'm gonna combat what he just said.
All right.
The Formula One races used to come to Indianapolis for the United States Formula One. Okay? Okay, Bernie Ecclestone. You ever seen the races when they got all them pretty girls out there on the cars with the umbrellas and stuff like that? Well, Bernie Ecclestone said, somebody get me some goddamn gals that look worth a damn on this track. And he a billionaire, he owns the FIA and sent back to Europe with a 747 to bring some European girls out here because he thought the Indianapolis girls didn't look good enough. That's a true story.
Can you blame the guy?
So disrespect.
That's a true story.
But
I swear to God. Bernie Ecclestone said, man, somebody get these women off my car.
Disrespectful.
Diabolical.
Oh, man. I can't believe it. True story, man. From the horse's mouth. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you riding along with the big train again. And I just want to say we are back bigger, better than we've ever been. For my man, Sonny Ono. For my man, the Enforcer. And, of course, he shows up every time with a different name. But this guy, he got more.
Does he have a criminal record? What's going on?
He got more names than Apollo Creed, y'all. But be that as it may, we know him as the Dillio, Chris Dillsworth. No S, Dill, Dillworth. Hey, man, appreciate everything. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
I'll see you guys.
See you.
Yep. See you Friday.
Yeah, I'll see you Friday.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right. Take care.
Okay, brother. All right, brother.
They'll come from different times, up in a winning